girl was accidentally thrown into the sea. When the boy saw this, he jumped into the sea without hesitation to save her. Then he climbed into the lifeboat with all his might. At that moment, there was a party on the yacht. No one noticed what was happening on their side. While they were thinking about how to go back, there was a heavy rain, then a storm. Finally, a huge wave rolled over the boat, and then they couldn't see anything on the sea. They were carried by the wave to a small island. There was plenty of food and a beautiful view. But the girl was afraid she'd never get back. The boy began to encourage her. They couldn't go back for a while, but they were lucky. They didn't die in the storm, and the island is well stocked. If they can't go back, we'll have children here. We'll start a new family. The girl was vulnerable now, so she didn't reject the boy's disguised confession. That night, she gave herself to him. In the time that followed, they built a house together. They played in the sea together. Together they searched for seafood on the shore. They thought this life would last forever. But one morning, the sound of a helicopter suddenly came from the sky. They ran in the direction of the helicopter, but they missed their chance to be rescued. But it was this encounter that made the girl realize the possibility of going back. She began to complain about her life. Her favorite food was meat, but now she could only eat fruit and seafood every day. She got angry and left. And the boy, hearing this, blamed himself for not taking care of the girl. So he went into the jungle to hunt for her. But he came across a black panther that was out foraging for food. The boy looks at the girl in the crowd, trying to get closer to her, but being rejected makes the boy bitter inside. Not long ago, he and the girl were stranded on an island for a year. The year they spent together made them very close. They searched for food together. They slept together for warmth. Sometimes the girl bathed under a waterfall while the boy watched her. But a year later, when they were rescued and returned home, the girl suddenly became indifferent to him. When she saw him from a distance, she always avoided him. Because in the old days, she was the princess of the world. Everyone loved her, and the boy was just an ordinary guy who didn't fit in. The boy couldn't stand this indifference, so one night he came to the girl's window. The girl enthusiastically shared with him what she had been doing, but the boy still felt the sense of detachment that was optional. He tried, and the girl really avoided him. Then the boy realized, when he was on the island, the girl had no choice but to rely on herself. That's why she would fulfill all her demands. Now back in the city, the girl obviously has more choices and is only willing to be friends with him. The boy didn't give the girl a hard time. He left forlornly. He decides to give the girl her freedom and intends to never come near her again. The girl also slowly realized that she usually saw less and less of the boy. She couldn't help contacting him, but she was hung up on every time. She left a message asking him to come to her birthday party. On her birthday, she stood on the side like a princess, but she couldn't be happy. She thought back to her life on the island. The girl never missed the boy so much. At that moment, her friend signaled her to look outside. The boy was quietly looking at her in the rain. The girl couldn't help herself. She walked out of the room and stood in the rain. At this moment, she accepted the boy and herself.